Have you ever felt like life is nudging you, but you're too distracted to notice? You work hard, you try to stay focused, but true abundance, both financial and spiritual, still feels just out of reach. That's not failure, it's misalignment. On Sunday, May 4th, 2025, something shifts. The universe opens a rare window of energetic clarity, communicated not through chaos, but through numbers. Not just lucky numbers. Sacred symbols rooted in ancient Buddhist wisdom, carrying messages to realign your life, unlock clarity, and attract prosperity from the inside out. In this video, we'll uncover 6 powerful numbers, each one a key to focus, fortune, and fulfillment. But more than that, you'll learn how to use them with intention and insight, because the real conflict we all face isn't lack of luck, it's lack of awareness. Now let's raise your energy right now. Give this video a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future content filled with wisdom and clarity. Then comment below, "I welcome growth and harmony into my life," just by writing that you're making a conscious shift, and the universe listens when you show up with intention. Let's begin. Part 1, number 5, freedom through balance. The number 5 might seem simple, even ordinary, but in the world of Buddhist wisdom and spiritual energy, it's anything but. It's the number of natural balance, of dynamic freedom, and of conscious adaptability. And on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, its presence carries a special charge, one that invites you to release rigidity and embrace the flow of life with a centered heart. In Buddhist teachings, the number 5 represents the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. These aren't just poetic metaphors. They are the building blocks of our inner and outer worlds. When one is out of sync, you feel it. Your thoughts become cluttered. Your emotions feel heavy. Your actions lose direction. But here's the opportunity: when you recalibrate these 5 energies, you don't just find peace, you unlock momentum. True prosperity doesn't arise from chaos, but from alignment. Let's look at how 5 plays out practically. A morning ritual of 5. Try this first thing on May 4th. Sit in stillness. Take 5 deep, intentional breaths, each one honoring an element. 1. Earth. Feel grounded. I am supported. 2. Water. Let emotion flow. I allow movement. 3. Fire. Spark your purpose. I ignite intention. 4. Air. Release control. I let go. 5. Space. Expand awareness. I am open. It takes less than a minute, but it sets the tone for the whole day. Repeat the number silently. 5, 5, 5. Let it anchor your mind. Balance isn't boring. It's power in motion. Some think balance means staying still. In truth, it means being in flow without being tossed around. Picture a dancer, perfectly poised, strong, flexible, ready to shift with the rhythm. That's what the number 5 teaches us. To be adaptable without losing who we are. To welcome change without losing our center. To pursue goals without becoming obsessed. Try this freedom list on May 4th. List 5 things you want to release. Old habits, limiting beliefs, regrets. Then list 5 blessings you want to call in. Peace, focus, opportunity. Whatever feels aligned. This ritual transforms mental clutter into clarity. It reminds you that freedom isn't about doing whatever you want. It's about choosing consciously from a place of balance. Reflection prompt. Where in your life have you been clinging too tightly? What would it feel like to loosen your grip? Just enough to breathe? As the Taoist saying goes, nature does not hurry yet. Everything is accomplished. That's the spirit of 5. It's not here to rush you. It's here to guide you gently, powerfully toward a life where you are grounded, focused, and free. So on May 4th, let the energy of 5 realign your path. Let it whisper. You don't need to force. You just need to flow. Part 2, number 22. building what matters. If number 5 is about freedom and flow, then number 22 is about grounding that energy into something real. This number is often referred to as the master builder, a number that turns dreams into structures, visions into results. And on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, its energy encourages you to stop waiting for the right moment and start laying the bricks of the life you want to live. From vision to reality. Many people dream, few build. Why? Because building takes patience, clarity, and repetition, qualities that the number 22 amplifies. It's the bridge between imagination and execution, the quiet force that reminds you. If you're willing to take steady steps, nothing is out of reach. In Buddhist thought, this mirrors the middle way, a path of consistent, ethical, mindful action. Enlightenment wasn't attained through extremes, but through deliberate discipline. And the same goes for your goals, your wealth, your peace of mind. The hidden conflict, wanting results without laying foundations. Have you ever found yourself asking, why isn't it happening yet? Maybe you started something, an online business, a new habit, a healing journey, but gave up too soon. That's the energy of 22 knocking at your door, asking, are you willing to build even when progress feels invisible? Because true builders trust the process, even before the structure takes shape. Your ritual for May 4th, the 22 Action Blueprint. On this powerful day, set aside 30 minutes just for you. Do this. 1. Visualize your future self, living your ideal life. Where are you? Who are you? With what are you doing? 2. Write down 22 small actions that could move you toward that vision. Not huge leaps, just doable steps. Examples: wake up. 30 minutes earlier journal, daily pitch, your service call, a mentor cut back on digital distractions. Keep this list visible. Cross each one off as the month unfolds. And at night, take 22 slow breaths before sleeping mentally, reaffirming your commitment to yourself. A friend once told me she had a dream of becoming a writer for 10 years, but never wrote more than a few paragraphs. One day she made a promise, just 22 minutes of writing a day, no more, no less. A year later, she had her first published piece, not because she was the best, but because she kept building. That's the magic of 22. What dream have you been postponing? Not because it's impossible, but because you haven't built the path to it. Yet 22 reminds us, dreams are built brick by brick, breath by breath. On May 4th, align with this number, not just by wishing, but by working with love and purpose. Build something today that your future self will thank you for. Part 3, number 7, the path of inner alignment. Some numbers don't just guide your outer life. They awaken something deep inside you. Number 7 is one of those sacred codes, mysterious, intuitive, and profoundly spiritual. The number 7 speaks not to your ambitions, but to your alignment. And on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, this number becomes a portal, a chance to pause, listen deeply, and reconnect with the truth beneath the noise. The power of stillness. In nearly every spiritual tradition, the number 7 is significant. 7 days in a week, 7 chakras, 7 colors in the rainbow. And in Buddhist legend, after his enlightenment, the Buddha took 7 steps, and with each step a lotus bloomed beneath him. These aren't coincidences. They are clues, reminders that life unfolds best when we're in sync with the rhythm of something greater. Alignment isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about listening to the quiet voice within, not the chaos outside, the hidden conflict. You're busy, but are you aligned? You might be productive, focused, even successful, but are you at peace? So many of us live lives full of motion, but lacking meaning. We're doing all the right things, yet feel disconnected, distracted, distant from ourselves. Number 7 whispers, slow down, tune in, realign. Because without alignment, even your best efforts can feel empty. Your May 4th practice. The 7-minute morning tune-in. Before the rush of the day, take 7 quiet minutes for yourself. 1. Sit in silence. 2. Breathe deeply in through the nose, out through the mouth. 3. With each inhale, say to yourself, I align with each exhale. I release what's not mine. 4. Let go of judgment. Let go of tension. Just be. This simple ritual isn't about doing more. It's about reconnecting with who you really are beneath the pressure. A man in his 60s once told me he had spent his whole life chasing promotions, money, recognition one day. During an illness, he sat outside and just stared at the trees. He said, I've never really watched a tree before. That moment, he said, was the first time in decades he felt truly alive. The number 7 calls you to moments like that where being becomes more powerful than doing. What would your life feel like if you let your inner voice guide your choices more than your to-do list? Thich Nhat Hanh once said, smile, breathe, and go slowly. That's the heart of number 7. Not pushing, not chasing, but returning again and again to what matters most. So on May 4th, give yourself the gift of inner alignment. Let the number 7 lead you not to answers out there, but to clarity within. Part 4, number 38, Infinite Growth and Inner Power. On the path of growth, there comes a moment when you no longer seek change just to escape something, but because you finally recognize your own power. That's the energy of number 38, a number that speaks of balance, possibility, and the kind of transformation that begins within and expands outward. And on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, this number becomes more than a symbol. It becomes an invitation to step into your next evolution, the hidden meaning of 3 and 8. Let's break it down. 3 represents body, mind, and spirit, the essential trio of wholeness. When these 3 are aligned, life flows more easily. You feel energized, focused, and connected. 8, when turned sideways, becomes the infinity symbol, representing limitless potential abundance and enduring energy. Put them together, and 38 becomes a spiritual blueprint for sustainable growth. It reminds you that transformation doesn't come from chaos, but from integration, from aligning your core with your calling. The conflict, wanting growth without grounding. Many people want success, financial, emotional, spiritual, but they chase it in scattered directions. They focus on one area and neglect the rest. They burn out, trying to have it all without checking if their foundation is steady. 38 says, pause, realign, integrate. Because when your thoughts, actions, and values are working together, success doesn't feel like a fight. It feels like flow. May 4th. Practice the 3 + 8 clarity ritual. Take a notebook and carve out 20 quiet minutes. Divide the page into 2 sections. Section 1, your 3 pillars. Write 1 powerful sentence about the current state of your body, mind, and spirit. Then ask yourself, which of these feels most out of sync right now? Section 2, your 8 steps. Write 8 small actions you can take in the next 7 days to nourish that pillar. Examples are body drink more water, stretch for 10 minutes a mind, read a book, limit screen time. Oh spirit, meditate, reconnect with nature. These steps don't need to be perfect. They just need to be consistent. That's where true growth begins. A woman I know used to chase every goal, fitness, business, family, until her health collapsed. Her success was built on imbalance. After discovering the number 38 in a dream, she began to rebuild, not by doing more, but by aligning more. In 3 months, her energy returned. In 6 months, so did her joy. That's the quiet power of 38. It doesn't push you harder. It pulls you deeper into yourself. If your outer life is a mirror of your inner life, what is it reflecting back to you? Right now on May 4th, let the number 38 remind you. I don't need to be more. I just need to be more aligned. You already hold the seeds of infinite potential. Now is the time to water them with care, with presence, and with love. Part 5, number 66. Mastery and prosperity from within. Some numbers arrive like a whisper from the soul, calling you not to chase more but to master what already lives within you. Number 66 is that kind of number. It represents not just abundance but harmonized abundance wealth that flows when your inner world is aligned with your outer actions. And on Sunday, May 4th, 2025, this energy is at its peak, urging you to step into your most grounded, wise, and powerful self. Double 6. Amplified wisdom. In Buddhist teachings, the number 6 carries the energy of the 6 paramitas, the 6 perfections or virtues that guide us toward enlightenment. 1. Generosity. 2. Discipline. 3. Patience. 4. Diligence. 5. Meditative concentration. Wisdom. When doubled into 66, this energy is amplified, a symbol of spiritual mastery, fused with material clarity. It's not just about being good at what you do. It's about doing it from a place of wholeness. The hidden conflict. Wealth without wisdom is exhausting. So many people push for financial gain but burn out in the process. They accumulate money, recognition, even comfort, but feel empty inside. Why? Because prosperity without purpose is just noise. 66 teaches us that true success isn't a loud, flashy climb. It's a calm, clear, and conscious unfolding. It's knowing when to act, when to rest, when to give, and when to hold back. May 4th practice, the 6 virtues, reflection. Find a quiet space, light a candle, or simply sit near a window. Write each of the 6 virtues on a page, and next to each one, answer, how am I living this right now? Where do I feel blocked? You might find that you're generous with time but not patient with others, or that you're diligent in work but struggle with discipline around distractions. This isn't about judgment. It's about seeing clearly, because clarity is the beginning of mastery. Bonus ritual 66 under the pillow. Write the number 66 on a small piece of paper. Place it under your pillow. On the night of May 4th, before sleeping, say, I am open to mastering my gifts. I allow prosperity to meet me where I am aligned. It might sound simple, even strange, but energy responds to intention. This small act becomes a symbol, a signal to your deeper mind. A man I once coached spent years bouncing between business ideas, relationships, and spiritual paths. Nothing seemed to stick until he committed to mastering one thing, his own energy. He meditated daily, focused on generosity and patience, and repeated the number 66 each morning. Within a year, his life looked completely different. Not because he did more, but because he finally did what mattered most consistently. Which of the 6 virtues feels most alive in you today? And which one is quietly calling for your attention? On May 4th, let number 66 guide you inward toward the kind of success that doesn't shout, but radiates. I am not chasing prosperity. I am becoming the kind of person prosperity flows to. That's not luck. That's mastery. And it's already within you. Part 6, number 43, crossing the bridge of transformation. Some numbers arrive at a turning point in your life, not as signs to stay where you are, but as gentle nudges to cross the bridge into who you were always meant to become. Number 43 is exactly that. On Sunday, May 4th, 2025, this number doesn't just whisper, change, it urges movement. Forward, inward, beyond your comfort zone. Because growth at its core is a journey from what is familiar to what is possible. Breaking down, 43, structure meets expression. Let's unpack this number. 4 is the number of stability. Think of the 4 seasons, 4 directions, 4 legs of a table. It's the foundation beneath everything, solid in your life. 3 represents creativity, intuition, and expression. The part of you that dreams, imagines, and adapts. Combined, 43 becomes the bridge between structure and flow, between what you've built and what your soul still longs to create. This number asks, are you willing to step off the dock of certainty and trust the crossing, the inner conflict, comfort versus courage? There's a point in every journey where you feel the stretch, the tension between staying where it's safe and moving towards something greater. You might be standing there now, staring at the metaphorical bridge in your life. Maybe it's a career shift, a relationship, change, a spiritual awakening, or even a health transformation. The fear whispers, what if I fail? But 43 counters. What if you thrive? Remember this, growth is uncomfortable because your soul is expanding. Your May 4th practice. The bridge visualization. Take 15 minutes to close your eyes and sit in stillness. Imagine this. You're standing on one side of a beautiful golden bridge. Behind you, the life you've known, your habits, beliefs, fears, and limitations. Ahead of you, the version of you that's more alive, more present, more aligned. With each breath, visualize yourself stepping forward. Say silently, I cross with courage. I grow with grace. Let this image sink in. Let it become real in your body. A man in his late 50s once told me he spent 30 years in a job he hated, but stayed because it was stable. One day while journaling, he kept writing the number 43 over and over without realizing it. It made no sense at first, but a week later he heard a podcast where the host said, sometimes the bridge shows up right when you're about to turn back. That hit him like lightning. He quit within the year and opened a small business based on a childhood passion. It wasn't easy, but he told me, for the first time in decades, I wake up excited, not just surviving, but living. That's 43. The power of aligned transformation. What bridge are you standing in front of right now? And what would it take to step across? On May 4th, let the number 43 be more than just digits. Let it be a declaration. I am no longer standing still. I am crossing over. I trust the unknown because I trust myself. This isn't about reckless risk. It's about intentional evolution. So breathe, step forward, and know this: on the other side of fear is freedom. Part 7, Financial Wisdom from the Buddhist Path. How clear-seeing and mindful choices create true wealth. In Buddhist philosophy, one of the most powerful tools for both spiritual and financial growth is panya, translated as clear-seeing or wisdom. It's the ability to look at life, including your money, as it really is, without the fog of emotion, ego, or attachment distorting the view. In today's fast-paced world, most financial decisions are made under pressure. A sale is ending, an investment tip goes viral, or fear of missing out takes over. But when we act without awareness, we risk not just losing money, but losing our inner peace. Reacting versus responding. Pause and ask yourself, am I reacting emotionally or responding mindfully? A man I knew once jumped into a hyped crypto trade, investing $10,000 within hours after reading a few headlines. The market dipped fast. He panicked and pulled out, locking in the loss. That day he didn't lose to the market. He lost to impulse. Months later, he started journaling before every financial decision. He asked, do I understand this investment? Am I acting out of fear or clarity? That practice didn't just help him recover financially. It gave him back his confidence. Simple practices for clear financial vision. 1. Monthly reflection. Oh, what money choices worked this month? Oh, what didn't? Oh, did your spending align with your values? 2. Awareness checklist. Oh, am I attached to this outcome? Oh, what would I do if the result didn't go my way? 3. Buddhist reminder. Money is a tool, not your identity. Wealth is meant to serve your life, not define your worth. Where in your financial life could you pause, breathe, and see more clearly? Heart 8, your daily rituals for May 4th. Activating the 6 numbers. Understanding the 6 powerful numbers is only half the journey. To truly embody their wisdom, you must bring them into your daily rhythm. Saturday, May 4th, 2025 is not just a date, it's an energetic gateway. And when approached with awareness and intention, it can become a catalyst for lasting transformation. This section offers a simple, structured ritual plan to help you activate the energy of these numbers through mindfulness, journaling, and reflection. Orning number. Activation meditation, 10 to 15 minutes. Each morning on May 4th, choose one number from the 6, 5, 22, 7, 38, 66, or 43 that resonates with your current energy or intention. 1. Find a quiet space. 2. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. 3. Visualize the number glowing gently in front of you. With each breath, repeat an affirmation connected to that number. For example, 05, I flow with balance and freedom. 022, I build with purpose and patience. 07, I align with inner peace. Let the number guide your mind into stillness and clarity. Carry its energy with you into the day. Midday journaling prompt, 5 to 10 minutes. Around midday, take a mindful pause. Grab your notebook or digital journal and write down the answer to this simple but profound question. What is this number showing me today? Reflect on how that energy is showing up in your thoughts, actions, or challenges. For example, did you need to practice more patience, like the energy of 66? Did you notice a call to adapt and flow, like 5? Did a breakthrough idea emerge, reflecting the creative spark of 43? This act of self-inquiry deepens awareness and keeps you aligned with the number's purpose. Evening gratitude and grounding. 10 minutes. End your day by connecting gratitude with the energetic theme you've carried in your journal, or simply aloud. Write or speak. 1. 3 things you are grateful for from the day. 2. 1 way the number's energy influenced your choices or mindset. 3. Close with this affirmation. I align with divine rhythm. I am open to abundance. Let that intention settle into your subconscious as you prepare to rest. Bonus tip: repeat weekly. Though May 4th holds special energy, you can repeat this ritual weekly with a new number. Over time, this builds inner strength, spiritual clarity, and a more focused connection with abundance. Which number do you feel most drawn to today, and why? This practice isn't about perfection, it's about presence. And when you show up for yourself, even in these small ways, the universe shows up for you in bigger ones. By now you've journeyed through 6 sacred numbers, each one a mirror, a message, a key. 5 taught you how to flow with balance. 22 reminded you to build with vision and patience. 7 called you back to your inner truth. 38 unlocked the power of infinite alignment. 66 revealed the path to mastery and purposeful abundance. 43 urged you to cross the bridge toward transformation. But here's the deeper truth. These numbers weren't just about May 4th. They were about you, your energy, your choices, your willingness to listen. In a world that moves fast, that demands more, that pulls you in 1,000 directions, this journey invited you to slow down and align with what actually matters. Not just to get rich, but to get clear. Not just to manifest more, but to become more present, aware, and in tune with the divine rhythm of your life. Because abundance isn't something you chase. It's something you remember you're already connected to when you live with intention. So now I ask you, what number are you carrying forward into your next chapter? Comment it below and let the universe know you're ready. And if this journey stirred something inside you, like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More wisdom is on the way. Above all, thank you for walking this path today, with heart, with openness, with courage. May your days be rich, not just in fortune but in meaning. May your spirit stay aligned, your steps stay steady, and your heart remain wide open. The numbers have spoken. Now it's your move.